Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Weller and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. And usually I talk about Dungeons and Dragons 5e because, well, that's really what my channel does. Today's topic is my friend Gundren Rockseeker. Wow, would you believe it? I am actually making another Lost Mine of Phandelver Dungeon Master Guide. Actually, this is not just a Dungeon Master Guide. I actually made this video for the players. So this is actually a player's guide. So if you are playing in this adventure, you can stick around because there are no major spoilers. I am not going to ruin it for you. You will be fine. Your Dungeon Master will not tell you off if you hang around. Trust me, you can stay here. Do you need some ideas why your character is friends with Gundren Rockseeker? Well, as it happens, I'm going to help you with that because I have a bunch. Here are a list of ideas that you can use if you are having trouble figuring out that question. Now, if you're a dungeon master and you're worried that your players will have trouble figuring it out, this is the video for them, so make sure to throw it their way. Number 1, if your character is a dwarf, have them related to Gundren Rockseeker and his brothers. Now the thing is, the pre-made dwarf cleric has this connection. If you actually use the pre-made character sheets in the starter set, you will find a dwarf cleric, and that particular cleric is related to Gundren Rockseeker. But it doesn't have to just be that pre-made character. It could be any dwarf. Why not? Make that connection nice and easy. Number 2, you both work in the same mine or worked in the same mine years ago and you survived a mine cave-in together. A really simple connection. It's quite a strong connection and it doesn't involve having to kill anything. Number 3, Gundren and his brothers helped you fight off orc raiders on your village years ago. That's the sort of thing that Gundren does. He's a very helpful individual, and therefore you can call on him and he will call on you in dire straits. Number 4, Gundren is your tavern singing and drinking buddy, and you have been partying with Gundren for years. You are infamous for painting towns completely red, wrecking furniture, and basically getting completely stonkers drunk. Why not? He's a dwarf. Why not go with that connection? Number 5, for those of you who are more into the war aspect, Gundren was your commanding officer during the Great Goblin and Orc Wars, or any war really, it doesn't matter. Decide on a war, make one up. Both of you have saved each other's lives many times in many different encounters or battles. Nice strong connection there. And really useful if you're using, say, the background soldier. Number 6, Gundren saved your life from a lynch mob years ago that was trying to hang you for your ancestry. In other words, your race. If you have a character who has a particularly unusual race that isn't usually accepted by the majority of the population, say a tiefling or a dragonborn, Gundren came to your rescue and saved you from the hangman's noose. Number 7, you both went to the same school or guild for mining and training, and you did the training with him. So if you're into mining and trading, so is Gundren, so you attended the same training facilities, and it took a few years, so therefore you know him pretty well, and you get along. Number 8, Gundren paid off a few gambling debts that you had and kept you out of prison. As a result of this, you have been able to flower and bloom. He's even given you a legitimate job that you were able to expand on and turn into your own business or go into business with Gundren. So, pay off those gambling debts. Number 9, you helped Gundren fight off bandits or some sort of horrible creature that was trying to attack transporting wagons. So yeah, it sounds very familiar to what you're probably going to be contending with in the Lost Mine of Phandelver. But while Gundren was transporting trade goods from one location to the city of Waterdeep, you were able to stave them off. Maybe you just wandered upon him. Maybe you were following him or traveling with Gundren and his wagon or his caravan of trade goods. It doesn't matter, but that's another connection. The last one, which will probably surprise a couple of you, number 10. Ask the Dungeon Master if you can have a short adventure. It only has to be one combat. A short adventure with Gundren and his brothers before the main adventure. And that will actually make it very easy for you to explain why you are friends with Gundren Rockseeker. It could be as simple as a tavern brawl. It might be just a small travelling excursion that results in a battle. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And lastly, otherwise, tell me why your character is friends with Gundren Rockseeker if you made up your own background link to that character. I have provided you with a whole bunch, but I'm sure you can come up with something much better than I can. Now, if you liked this video, fantastic. I also have a video, a player's guide to the Lost Mine of Phandelver, which you're welcome to go and check out. If you're a dungeon master, I have a whole series of videos on the Lost Mine of Phandelver, which you're welcome to go and check out as well. There will be something there you will find useful, I am sure. Now, if you want to support the channel so I keep doing video content like this, you can do that through Patreon, through the affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon down in the description, to the merchandise shelf underneath my videos. Yes, you've heard all of this stuff before, I do realise. Or just watch my videos, that's fine too. Make sure to share, like and subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.